Hello everybody and welcome back to Pathfinder Plays. Today I want to take some time and talk about something that is quite important to me personally and also to my channel. I'm also sure that some of you will share this sentiment quite well. I want to talk about what makes a good zombie game. There are a plethora of zombie games on the market today, and some would even say that the zombie genre is overly saturated and die down, no pun intended. However, the issue isn't that the market is overly saturated with these games. The issue, my friends, is that the market is overly saturated with poorly developed and poorly conceived zombie games. They are treated in a similar manner to those of the Battle Royale genre. A new one shows up and most people roll their eyes and are tired of hearing about it. This is because most of these games are made by small indie developers who don't know much about game development or are simply trying to capitalize, poorly I might add, on an increasingly popular trend. However, just as Dr. Disrespect said in one of his earlier streams, there are only really 3 Battle Royale games, and those are Blackout, Fortnite, and PUBG. Of course, there are others, but they fall into the categories that I mentioned earlier. I and others will say that there are only a select amount of legitimate zombie games. This is what I will be doing in this video. I want to be going over some of the cornerstone games in the zombie genre in hopes of finding out what made them so good, why they held a player base, how they did it, and what makes them so unique. And I know, before I start, I am going to leave out some zombie games that I am sure deserve to be on this video. However, I am not omnipotent. I do not know everything, and whether you think a game should be on here that isn't because of nostalgia, technical prowess, mechanics, story, etc., you are probably right. I simply don't have the time nor knowledge to put them in this video. Please though, leave them in the comments so they do get some recognition. Here we go. The first game series I want to look at is obviously Resident Evil. What set this game apart and what made it such a fan favorite? Well, for starters, the atmosphere. Just logging into this game and being present in the circumstances of the story fill you with absolute dread. The sounds, the lighting, the zombie sounds, and story all paint a dreadful picture that you are about to be a part of. And you want to play this game, but you want to play it to finish it and have a sigh of relief. There are those games who try and do slow zombies effectively and fail. Making the zombies slow has the possibility of making the game too easy, or the zombies are then made too simple to outmaneuver. However, Resident Evil does this with ease. The slow-moving zombies are hard to kill, and their slow movements seem to add to the dread of the situation. Another thing this series does well is integrate the survival element of needing health packs, ammo, and weapons to survive. Ammo scarcity is real in these games, and you must always be aware of how you deal with threats. The Last of Us. What made this game great? Sure, this game did tons of things right, however, the thing that people loved the most was the story. This game forced you to become emotionally attached to the characters and their well-being. You became part of the group, a person walking with them through this fungus zombie-infested wasteland, feeling what they feel and cherishing the fleeting moments of happiness and relaxation. This game is an experience, and very rarely would anybody consider a horror survival game to be so beautiful. But in this case, many would make an exception.
Stop right there! We're not sick.
Got a couple of civilians in the outer perimeter. Please advise.
Daddy, what about Uncle Tommy?
We're gonna get you to safety and go back for him, okay?
Sir, there's a little girl. But... Yes, sir.
Somebody, we've just been through hell. Okay, we just need... Oh, shit. Please don't. Oh no. Sarah. Move your hands, babe. I know, baby, I know. God. Listen to me. I know this hurts, baby. You're gonna be okay, baby. Stay with me. All right. I'm gonna pick you up. I know, baby. I know it hurts. Come on, baby. Please. I know, baby. I know. Sarah. Baby. Don't do this to me, baby. Don't do this to me, baby. Come on. No. No. No, no, no. Please. 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 Please.
Left 4 Dead is up next, and this game has been part of many people's childhood and the cause of much nostalgia. In high school, my friends and I would meet up every Tuesday after school for what I like to call Zombie Taco Tuesday. We would play Left 4 Dead, watch some classic George Romero films, and of course eat tacos. It was awesome. Regardless of my nostalgia associated with the game, Valve, the makers of this game, did something wondrous. Left 4 Dead made it for amazingly hilarious, sometimes scary and stressful cooperative experiences. Who remembers first coming across the witch for the first time? That scary, weeping little girl with those long claws, and she would just charge at you if you got too close. Or maybe even the tank, the huge, muscular configuration of a man that takes a small militia to take out. Speaking of the witch and the tank, the game had a healthy variety of specialty zombies along with massive hordes of easy, yet killable, yet overwhelmingly regular zombies. This game kept you guessing, and that is a good thing. It gave you variety, and it gave you numbers, and both of those things combined made for a very, very good time. DAYZ. I know there are a ton of people who don't like this game, alright? I'll preface with that. And there are some very good reasons for all the hate on the game. But for a game that started out as merely an Arma 3 mod, this game has been extremely successful. The things this game gets right are an open world, scavenging, crafting, and person-to-person interaction. The last point is what made this game so addicting to so many. This game encouraged unique encounters with strangers because it doesn't have quests, NPCs, outside of the zombies anyways, or anything else like that. It has you, a survivor, put in a world with other survivors. The question is the same with every encounter. Will the stranger you meet help you kill, or will the stranger try and kill you?
I think I'm dying of thirst now. Apparently there's nothing to drink in this entire game. Oh my god. Oh my god, a Sprite. I can't even believe that. It's the first thing I've seen besides this hammer. Ugh. You haven't even been hurt by anything. I don't care how thirsty you are. You could do better than this. This is pathetic.
Yo,
oh my god.
Yo,
hey!
water.
Me too!
Water, please,
Me too!
No, you need... No fucking way, dude. Oh, fuck.
Where are we gonna find food and water?
Shit.
You die so fast in this game!
Fuck me, bro. This is garbage. What do we do? There's like a well around here or something. Bro, I'm literally blinking health right now. We're not making this.
We're making it. Keep your chin up, buddy. Oh god! Are you alright? Hello? Hold up. Oh shit! Holy fuck! What the hell is going on? What the f?
Dying Light has got to be put on this list. And you could also maybe put Dead Island in this category as well, minus the parkour. But I will say this about Dying Light. It is absolutely unique in that it merges two of the strange concepts together, zombies and as I already mentioned, parkour. It was new, it was exciting, and most importantly, it was fast-paced. Not only does this game provide stunning visuals with scavenging and parkour, it makes crafting necessary to survive and beat tougher hordes and zombie bosses. You could go anywhere, do anything that you wanted. You could add augmentations to the weapons you created, like fire or electricity. You could dismember and behead anything that you found. It added a sense of freedom and purpose and lethality to your character. Now I know there are a lot of zombie games that I did not go over in this list. It is simply impossible for me to mention all the ones that deserve to be in a video. But once again guys, please leave your favorites down in the comments. The games that I did mention in the series of these games that I mentioned are examples of what zombie games can be and should be. What do these games all have in common? Dreadful atmosphere, meaningful scavenging, powerful crafting, compelling and emotionally driven story, and yes, of course, satisfying combat. What does it take to make an effective game? Well, I'm not too sure how to bring this all about. I'm not too sure how to make an effective game. I know what goes into it. However, though I do not know how to make these things come to life, I do know there are some games that I believe are trying to learn from these past greats. One of these games is Dead Matter. Will they and the other upcoming horror games succeed in not only replicating the foundational traits of survival horror, but also adding a tasteful and welcoming spin to the genre? I am not sure, but I can certainly hope. Pathfinder out.